Coming up next at 6, Santa Ana winds kicking up, putting firefighters on alert this Thanksgiving. Plus, volunteers work around the county to make sure people in need get a hot holiday meal today. We'll tell you how the Salvation Army's annual Thanksgiving meal has changed from years past. And thousands of runners hitting the pavement early this holiday. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CBS 8 News Live at 6.
Good evening and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Steve Price in today for Marcella Lee. Well, you probably heard them from inside your home, and you definitely felt them if you were outside. Today we're talking about those Santa Ana winds, and they have kicked back up tonight. And that, along with our warmer temperatures and drier conditions, definitely have firefighters on alert. We're going to have more on all that from CAL FIRE in just a moment, but let's go ahead and check in early with Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis for a look at these conditions. And I mean, I'm telling you, I was inside the house, and what is going on?
Yeah, they were definitely moving through, Stephen. We're talking about the strongest of those gusts this morning. So we had this morning and this afternoon, things calming down just a little bit as we go into tonight, mainly for the coast. Now, and as we go into the overnight hours, you're still holding on to some pretty strong winds across the backcountry. So you have 41 miles per hour. That's a sustained wind speed right now for Sill Hill. Everything you see highlighted, that's with sustained wind speeds right along the foothills up to about 20 miles per hour. We still have gusts that are pretty high, 68 miles per hour. Sill Hill's one of those typical wind-prone areas. We're talking about southwest of Julian. Also have the gusts picking up into the 20s and 30s. We're seeing that across the mountains. Mount Laguna is at 47 miles per hour and 22 right now for Hamul. So it just expired, the wind advisory that we had for the coast. That was all the way until 6 p.m. But we still have that wind advisory across the inland areas along the 15 and towards the east all the way until noon tomorrow. Gusts up to about 70 miles per hour as we go into the overnight hours. We're talking about 40 to 50 mainly, and still some elevated fire weather concerns across the backcountry for tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Steve?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like earlier today. The wind howling out there. Right now, firefighters on alert. CAL FIRE says they are fully staffed, and they are asking you, though, to be vigilant as these powerful winds sweep through what is a very dry Southern California.
That risk is always there, and it doesn't take much of a spark or a small flame to catch and start pushing in winds like this.
By the way, there have been unplanned power outages because of what's going on, affecting hundreds of people, mostly in the backcountry. We're talking about Julian, Santa Isabel, Ramona, Del Sur, Campo. They all lost power at some point today, and those are just some of the areas affected. But so far, there have been no word of planned outages to try to minimize the fire risk. SDG&E says that they are monitoring the winds, though, and they are on standby. All right, kayakers felt that powerful wind out in La Jolla Cove today. The gust so strong that it overturned some of the kayaks out there. You can see that lifeguard boat out there this afternoon. They were rescuing people who were stuck. They couldn't get back in. The wind was so strong. We're told lifeguards rescued over a dozen kayakers. Most of them were out on tours. The 30-mile-per-hour gusts also made it hard to paddle through the water. Luckily, no one injured, and everyone got back to shore safely. On this Thanksgiving, nonprofits all across our county served up hot meals for the needy, including the Salvation Army downtown. This feast is an annual tradition, but as CBS 8's Shannon Handy found out, it's changed a bit over the last few years.
For decades, Salvation Army served their annual Thanksgiving meal at Golden Hall. COVID changed all that. Still, this year, they were able to feed nearly 2,000 people. Here you go. Here you go, sweetie pie.
For 25 years, Audrey and Pierre has been a staple of the Salvation Army on Thanksgiving Day.
And do you want to carry your own? I remember a little over 25 years ago, I had something happen in my family, and it's like, I am not going to let this day be remembered in that horrific way.
Since then, the longtime volunteer makes it her mission to ensure anyone needing a hot meal will get that and so much more.
You never know what anyone is going through, whether it's a volunteer or whether it's a guest here receiving food. So for us to be able to greet them with a smile, wish them a happy Thanksgiving, wish them a blessed day, it might be the only friendly conversation they have that day. And to be able to uplift somebody just really, really, really warms my heart.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Adrian is one of dozens of volunteers who make this annual event happen.
Thank you.
Including San Diego's fire chief as well as police chief David Nisley.
It's my way of giving back to the community. I bring my family out. We're very fortunate. We're very blessed. And it's my opportunity to come out and meet with the community, be out and part of the community as I am part of the community, and help feed those that are not as fortunate as myself.
The Salvation Army has been serving Thanksgiving meals for nearly 40 years. For most of that time, it was held in Golden Hall, but the pandemic forced a cancellation in 2020. It came back the following year, just in a different way.
After COVID, we had to adjust, and actually it's been great. We're now at 4 locations across the county. We'll serve close to 2,000 people today.
Hi, happy Thanksgiving.
Those locations are downtown, Claremont, El Cajon, and Oceanside. Anyone wanting a warm Thanksgiving meal with all the fixings is welcome. Colonel Lee Lascano says in addition to people who have been coming here every year, for many it's their first time.
There are definitely more people that are homeless, that are experiencing homelessness throughout the county here in downtown San Diego, but also families who have just been on the edge, and with inflation and with the economy the way it is, they're really struggling.
A reminder, everyone has a story, and hopefully after today, something to be grateful for.
It's fantastic. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anywhere else to go. I think it's wonderful that people are willing to come and spend part of their holiday helping people in need.
And being able to just share kindness and make people feel like they're valued and they're appreciated, and that their community is wrapping their arms around them and loving them in this way, serving them a hot meal. It's what it's all about.
In the coming years, the Thanksgiving meal here at the Salvation Army may look a little bit different. That's because there is a renovation project set to start and be completed in 2025 or 26. For CBS 8, I'm Shannon Handy.
Shannon, thank you. A holiday tradition continued for many San Diegans today. Thousands woke up early this morning to burn some calories at the annual Thanksgiving 5K. It's all to support Father Joe's Villages. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen stopped by the fun run at Balboa Park.
You know, there's 2 types of people in this world. Ones that wake up at 5 to 6 a.m. to voluntarily run a Thanksgiving 5K. And then there's ones like me that would rather sleep until noon. But all jokes aside, this all supports a good cause, all to help Father Joe's Villages and provide food for those who are homeless.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Thousands of San Diegans flocked to Balboa Park for Father Joe's Village's 21st annual Thanksgiving Turkey Trot 5K. Some may say it is crazy to wake up early on a holiday to run a few miles.
I would describe it as a superhuman because it takes a lot of courage to get up. It takes a unique person to do it. I mean, it's not really for everyone.
While others participate year after year.
We do this traditionally. This is my 3rd year doing it. And you know, we have a lot of fun doing it, so I came out to do it again.
And you know, those calories they get to consume around the Thanksgiving table, they will have burned them off ahead of time. It's what I like to say.
Filipino! #1! These 3 runners found a way to stay warm since temperatures dropped to the low 50s early Thanksgiving morning.
We're just like lasing, means drunk. No, we're not. We're sober as can be.
And one of them is not only celebrating the holiday.
I just had my birthday.
Ho, ho, ho.
Father Joe's Village's goal is to raise $500,000. Funds raised from this festive event will fund meals for families who are in times of need. You can still donate online.
I thank the viewers of CBS 8 because they're always so very generous to us.
San Diegans united for prayer and later enjoyed live music and a beer garden at the finish line. A time to be grateful and remember what they are thankful for today.
Main thing is just my family. Other than everything else comes second.
Very grateful for what I have and my family.
We're thankful for our life today, for everybody. We're thankful we look great at 60s.
And it's a season of showing that we are blessed, or recognizing that blessing through our gratitude. And what better way to show our gratitude by helping those who are not as fortunate.
You know what? I'm going to be festive too and put this on From all of us at CBS 8, happy Thanksgiving. Reporting from Balboa Park, I'm Ariana Cohen for CBS 8.
Happy Thanksgiving indeed. And hey, if you do that big run, no guilt having a second piece of pie. That's what I say. Carlene, you agree? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right, before all the Thanksgiving feasting began tonight, this morning, hundreds of people gathered in Oceanside for the 17th annual Oceanside Turkey Trot there. CBS 8's own Evan Narani took part in the event. Thousands of runners hit the pavement for the race just before 7 a.m. The course took them through downtown Oceanside, and over the years, this event has raised almost $500,000 for Oceanside schools and nonprofit organizations in that area. You may not know it, but a San Diego County community was once known as the turkey capital of the world. Coming up, a Thanksgiving throwback and how a town reclaimed its title. That's coming up in tonight's Zevely Zone.